Trogbo went down pretty fast. Plenty of Titans. Would you stop moving like alternate to where I want to throw? Jerkface? Okay. Gotten a lot of the nastier stuff out of the way. We did take a good amount of damage, but so far nothing really bad. And Trogbro there, he's kind of going whole hog. He doesn't have time for my subtleties. He's like, your javelins are a waste of time. I will show them my fists. He's almost dead though, so. Throwing is only 15. I will now let Trogbro go out in a blaze of glory. And that's mopping it up. Don't need to waste any more piety on Trog's hand. So use some of those blink scrolls, still have a ton left, use agility. Basically kind of prioritize what your resources are. Other games you might have just like 1 or 2 blink scrolls, so maybe you would use some haste. I have low haste and low might, so I'm looking to preserve those for the final levels. Not that this character needs to be like, you know, incredibly miserly with whatever because it's a very strong character I have going. Bunch of feeble and weak elves. Flimsy, useless elves. Well, check it out in Trunk the So. Yeah, that's what the stream is about actually. That's literally why we're playing this. It got totally reworked, so they behave a lot differently now. Book of Callings. Ooh, an Ancient Rich. I'm gonna let this guy come around the corner and then whack him with anti-magic. Throwing also got some big changes, so we're testing both of these. Run away from it slowly. It's the Toad strategy. It's the orb run. You gotta run. Just let him use his cheap ranged attacks against you. He probably doesn't know any nasty spells. Mr. Tengu, we meet again at last. I mean, that's what the CAO scoring is, Rainy. It is combined from all... By sites, you mean the different servers, I assume. Each server, each official server is scored in the CAO scoring. And they all publish, they have public milestone and log file files that... The log files contain the games, finished games, and the milestones are like... It's the link I showed you last time. It's this one, I think. Nope. That's the source for it. There it is, right there. Yeah, I linked this to you last time and explained a little bit. I think you asked about it. And yeah, that's the official scoring pages. Now, it has a lot of issues right now. Depending on, there's some problems with it. We use the bot to track a lot of things. There's this amazing bot. Yeah, that's across all official servers. It's not just tracking CAO, the CAO server, which I could understand why you would think that. But we use the sequel bot, which Lam Lobot here is a relay to. So I can look up. There's all these commands that likewise can look up games that are stored in a database in this IRC bot called Sequel of all that it's tracking every game and every milestone. So it's sort of like a bot version of those pages, and it's also kind of a lot more reliable because it's just kind of better maintained, and so you can query stuff, and that's. Well, you don't want to grab it from the bot. You really want to grab it directly from the sources and parsing it. The bot and the pages are actually both grabbing it from these log file milestone files that are basically these text files with one entry per line each. They're very large text files, but they're, you know, if you're providing an internet service, they're not so large that it would be a problem for you. You know, they can be hundreds of megabytes. Well, I mean, it's actually not. You know, it's a lot harder to parse from the bot because the bot output is like whatever, you know, it's like, depending on what you mean by parsing. You know, if you're scraping HTML and stuff like that, that can be a lot more work than just using a nice format. You know, it's just one entry per line. It's like colon separated. It's a very simple format. Definitely what I'd recommend using. Also, it will reduce the load on all of our servers if you just, because when you pull from those files, you're just pulling from that server's copy, and that server can share the load, as opposed to going to our scoring pages or to the bot and pulling from that, which the bot and the scoring pages get a lot of traffic. And yeah, those files they're very easily parsed text files. They're just one entry per line, colon separated. You have to know what the fields are, but it's not too bad. Well, I mean, I don't really know what it is that what your project is, or what like the scope of it is, or what you're really trying to do, but we definitely recommend anybody making a service that you pull from those files overall. I mean, if you just want to copy data or something and synthesize it, the HTML might actually be a more useful format for you, because you don't want to be in the business of calculating anything or whatever, but kind of depends on what you're trying to do. Oh, we got Fighting 20. That's nice. I was thinking about getting a bit more Evo. It's not really intelligent to do that. Everything's pretty expensive for me. Evo is actually cheaper, so I might, sure. You know, why not? Yeah, we have a page that does list active games across all servers on crawl.devels. It's just anybody playing. And there's source code for that if you wanted to take a look at it. I'm not sure what it's written. I think it's a JavaScript thing. So Vault 5's, look, I'm not even like thinking as I'm playing this. It's pretty well cleaned up. This is the Death Vault. I kind of usually proceed from like Sphinxy. I could put up Trog's hand, but you can see this character's kind of mowing through stuff pretty easily. It's got fully enchanted GDS. It's got a +9 triple sword, anti-magic. Magic using things are kind of the most dangerous thing that you're really gonna run into anyway. That's why anti-magic is so good. You know, obviously there's plenty of things with like ranged and melee damage that's kind of nasty, but most of the scariest stuff that can be done to you is done via a spell of some kind. That Ancient Lich is a good example, but you don't fight too many of those. Even things like Titans, they were only really damaging me too much via, you know, airstrike. Of course, if it's airstriking me, I'm probably not next to it and able to hit it, so I have my anti-magic is of no use if I'm not meleeing it. Man, all the Tengu Reavers. That move I did right there, I wouldn't claim that was the wisest move. Oh, look what it is. Oh, don't mind if I do. Feel le reap. Sorry, that is not my jam. I'm not feeling the reap. Heh. All the Tengu Reavers. Convokers are a nice thing to get rid of. Now that... Oh, there's an elemental... Wait. Oh, no, it's just that. Never mind. Okay. He just blinked and... It's like, how are you all still here? You should be dead. Yeah, I think part of the problem is you're going to have a tough time defining, like, top leaderboard players a little bit. Not every... It's... You almost want, like, a custom database of people who... Oh, really? Well, at this point, I mean, there's not all that many monsters left. So I can kind of write out the mark. It's... You can see there's enough monsters left that we're definitely noticing it. Yeah, like there's plenty of stuff still. I'll go ahead and do a BIA. Just target the stuff that's most of a nuisance. Deep Elf Annihilator is certainly something I don't want. Tinker Reaver. Get the Warden out of here. I'm gonna go for the Convoker too. Okay, apparently I'm going to shoot the wrong way. My Trog bro. Just one little Trog bro. Oh, shapeshifter. He survived the entire fight. He's just a troll. Just an ordinary troll. But today, he was a hero. Because he was berserk, fast, and usually strong, friendly, and summoned. And he's, you know, he's got good HP left. I mean, you know, he's wounded, but... You, sir, I tip my fedora to you. Hand Axe of Agony, wow. Indeed, Star Drain. It's quite a flavorful hand axe. I have not used these. I really could have been using Curare all sorts of times, and I just haven't been for whatever reason. Lots of monsters where just a little splash of Curare would have made some sense. Wow, there's nothing left in this vault because they all picked it up. That's a sad... Wow, you feel an 8 RF and then I lose it. You know what? I'm okay with that. I had a really good evolution. I got all these came from evolution. I got because I was getting rid of I got a bad mutation. And I got rid of like deformed body, and then I had to quaff a few pots to get rid of the frail that resulted. And then it ended up getting rid of all the stuff I didn't like, and then I got evolution. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Then evolution gave me MR. Oh, ER2 I think came from the potion. But it gave me MR, and then I guess it gave me int, and then RF. So I'm not going to complain about that. Wow, what is my source? Oh, right, the scales, yeah. Yes. The old dragon scales, literally required to beat the game. You need GDS. At this point, we can kind of explore because there's not really much left. Just a cloak. Interesting ring there. Guess I didn't pick it up. Oh, good, more Ice Blast. More Box of Beasts. There it is. Did it pick up that, what's that ring? The Ring of Jagafusa. Well, that's kind of a cool ring. Interesting that it didn't pick it up. Can drop that, ordinary RF ring. If I see an Orb of Fire, I can get, well, I mean, honestly, it's like an ordinary RF ring would be fine. Because I already have, apparently, oh right, I have an 8 RF. and then I have the scales. So Orbs of Fire, RF is highly available. Well, there it is. Time to go shopping. Any others? More box of beasts. Oh, this vault. How curious am I over this vault? Well, maybe curious enough to check it out. Box of beasts makes pretty good summons. Sack of spiders, it can really make some huge clouds of things to help you escape too, which can be quite nice. How many sacks of spiders do I have? 3. Get a cheap one. There is Phantom Mirror. Trog prohibits cloning certain things that can cast spells. It's still a very good item. Like if you get a Berserk Orb Guardian, that's a fun one to Phantom Mirror, because then you have a friendly Berserk Orb Guardian. But of course I try to avoid getting those in the first place. Box of Beasts, 780 gold. Let's go to Depths 2 and check out this Ghost Vault. Famous last words, you might say, but don't worry, kids, I'm a professional. I've literally never died in Crawl. 100% win rate. Pair of encrusted boots. Oh, it's tempting. This is one of my transporter vaults. I mean, we gotta know about those boots, don't we? Don't we have to know? Aren't we like literally contractually obligated to know what those boots are? Only problem is there's an obsidian statue in the way. I don't have a lot of agility left. It's nice to hold on to it. However, several things here do not see invis, so I'm definitely gonna go with that play. First, we're gonna get the statue out of the way. We're gonna get the Blade Ghosts out of the way. Get the Shapeshifter. Easy every time. Folks, easy every time. Not a whole lot else I needed. These boots are going to be absolutely epic. World record boots. I give you best boots of all time. Oh. Strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. I was robbed. I was hacked. I was cheated. Victory literally snatched from me unfairly and unjustly. This ghost is just a big old bruiser troll, so he's not going to be the most amazing, fun, enjoyable thing to fight. He doesn't see invis. Okay, I take it all back. Of course, These trolls do see invis, and they're gonna might each other. Well, I can teleport disperse them. I don't. Well, I have 14. It's really not that bad. Like Lamp of Fire, maybe Wand of Clouds. Oh wow, they're incredibly dumb. That's helpful. Now we're gonna go invis. And whack this guy a few times. What a chump! What a chump! Got my box of beasts. What about this guy? Now we got a gold dragon and Baruch's ghost. What the heck? Wait a minute. Oh, it's probably the same ghost. You can't give me two trunk. It is the same ghost. I'm pretty sure, because he's got like the same stuff, but it's different. You know, another copy of the same ghost. You know what? It's fine. I have too many moves and skills. You can't beat me with just this riffraff. We'll go ahead and Trog's hand. Destroyed. Now, if this is this damn troll ghost again, I guess I shouldn't be sad if it is, because it's a really easy ghost. Oh, no. I forgot what's at the end of this vault. That's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. A bad thing. Demigod Conjurer. He doesn't see invis. But I don't like Iron Giant. What is this? Building chainmail, enchant weapon. I think our adventure ends here. I could fight and kill these things, but it's a little. I've been spooked. It's a little too spooky. I got my box of beasts for basically for free. So, kudos to me. I'm gonna get a couple of cheap sacks of spiders. It's always nice to have those summon spam cloud things. I have phantom mirrors too. I have one phantom mirror. Problem is, so many of the damn things that are nasty are spellcasters, and Trog won't let you mirror those, so I don't like the mirror quite as much, but... And as far as the final box of beasts, maybe I can return to it if I want to. Oh, I need to pick up mutation potions. So we're just going to go pick up anything that we would want. If there's anything I don't really want to carry into Zod, I can just put it on the... Apparently I just dropped this here. I have a feeling I'm going to have to backtrack. Any other good potions? I think I have a lot of curing, right? Yeah, I have a ton. Check out if there's any scrolls. Enchant weapon, we've got 1, 2, which magic map. Enough magic map to map every floor of Zod, so I don't need to waste. I've got 5. Triple sword of flaming, not that attractive, and I can only make it +5. Not really going to make up the difference of 4 slaying. I think we're ready to go to Zot. Don't have a lot of slots left. I really haven't used these Atropa darts at all. I feel kind of bad that I've not even tried them. I have a feeling they're not really going to compete with Kurare, but I don't actually know what their chance is. I'm going to drop the mutation. Only 2 slots free. And in we go. Map. Okay, should be an easy enough slot 1. Might have a drag pack over there. Or just a single draconian even. Ooh, there's a cursed toe. Spooky. Makes me think that maybe a lig pot would be good. I have a lot of fog. I'm gonna basically let this guy come over here and just whack him with anti-magic. Probably a good idea to make that available as an option. Problem is I have to go collecting. I only need like 4 of them. They can be kind of handy as a technique for dealing with. There we go. There's 4 on D14. Fortunately, I have to go lose an inventory slot for that, but it's not that big of a deal. Really. Now, it's not a bad idea to just go down in Viz, because it gives you, it gives you like, oh, look at what it is, door vault. Not gonna open door vault. Nice try, devs. You're not gonna trick me into opening door vault. It's a good level. This guy, of course, sees in Viz. This level's a little bit spookier because, yeah, a lot of people actually do Mulzaro. A lot of people do because they're masochists. Nice try, me. Now, I did not make door vault, but it is an infamous player trap. Yeah, what's wrong with the door? It's just a door. It's a big deal. For those who don't know, that vault has rune doors on the outside and like 3 layers of doors. There's actually a few different door vault variants. You can get a reverse door vault where you enter in the level from stairs in the center, and if you go out from where you arrive, it's like you go down some stairs and you arrive in the center of that little square of doors, but there's nothing there. But if you go opening the doors on the outside surrounding ring, there's a ton of monsters. And there's like at least 3, maybe even 4 different door vaults. There's a trick one that just has butterflies in the center. There's the classic one which has like 9 out of depth type monsters with not really much in the way of loot. So you're just killing a big box of super nasty monsters. Well, this is a kind of a wide open level full of nastiness. I'm actually gonna do some stair dancing. Okay. Be careful, this T-Mons will, okay, I got the T-Mons, that's good. It's a gank pinata. I guess that's one way of describing it, yeah, gank pinata. Never heard that phrase before, but it's like a piñata and you break it open and a grizzly bear jumps out at you. And there's no candy inside, just a grizzly bear.